So, been flying with many different batteries. 6S, 3, 4S, 1S, 850, 650, 1300. So, with all these different drones. So today I wanted to speak with you about LiPos. LiPo batteries, 6S, 4S, 3S, 2S, whatsoever. 1S, 8S I don't have, but anyway, that is not the whole point of this video. This video I'm just making because I assume that if I had this question and I didn't know which exactly to choose, then maybe someone else had exactly the same question about the LiPos. So yeah, everyone knows that small drones is taking small batteries, big drones is taking big batteries. So that's easy, I think everyone knows that. But what I wanted to say is, and try maybe to clarify to some people how to choose batteries, because they are different sizes, different milliampere hours, and so on, different Cs, and so on. How many people is speaking about the LiPos and telling you, oh, you need 1300, 150 Cs or whatsoever. And in the beginning, let's say for me, that was as well like a little bit overwhelming. I was like, okay, yeah, everyone is telling that I need 1300 batteries to fly 5-inch. Then, again, maybe I need 1500 batteries, 1500 6Ss for 5-inch. And then I found out that, oh, there is such a thing as C, which is C75, let's say 850s with 95C, let's say 1500 with 150C, 1300 with 100C, and different things. So I was quite confused in the beginning. So I will try my best to explain you how and what maybe to choose the batteries. So there is 3 things which matters when you are choosing the battery, which is weight, which is C, and which is milliampere hours. So these 3 things I think will help you to choose the best batteries for the best situation when you want to fly. Because let's say first one, which is the weight. Weight of the battery, bigger the battery is, logically it's heavier. So heavier the battery, so that means more load on the drone. So drone becoming heavier, and it will be sort of not harder to fly, but weight will determine how smooth will be your flight. It will maybe not be so zippy as, let's say, lighter battery, but it will be like heavier. I mean, if you fly with lighter battery, that the drone will feel more snappier, and it will be lighter, and it will can turn faster, and yeah, there is this word zippier, I think, or whatsoever. And if you fly heavier battery, it feels like you are flying like a, I don't know, school bus. Yeah, and it's way, you can feel the weight when you are flying. Let's say when you do the tricks, the turning and everything, That's why, let's say, 2025 on 2024 already, when 04 Air Unit Pro came out, that was huge thing for FPV, because that's mean that you don't need to actually mount action camera to have good video, so you can use just the camera. So that lowered the weight of the drone. Yeah. I will switch off this because it's that lowered the weight of the drone, and it was way easier to fly as a thing. So what you can take off of the weight section is heavier the battery, heavier the drone, and it will be a little bit harder to maneuver between, let's say, the trees or turning and everything, because it's way heavier. And the load heavier on a drone, it will be bigger load on the motors. That is one. So the next thing, C. Everyone is 90C, 100C, this C, this C, this. What is C? On every single battery, you will find the number, which is 90C, 75C, let's say even bigger batteries like 8S, they have like 10C or whatsoever. C, that mean what is the output power of the battery. I mean, bigger the C, bigger the punch will be of the drone. But I will tell you, so I've been flying with 150C, with 100C, with 95C, with 70C. I mean, probably for everyday flyer, that will not be huge difference. You will not feel it so much. Yes, of course, let's say if you are just for fun, you just want to do the launch control or whatsoever, not launch control the air, but like shoot up in the air. In that moment is the C rating, which is how much power it can actually give instantly on the motors. So bigger the C, bigger the punch will be. Let's say if you want, let's say you are turning and you want to come out of the turning like very fast, in that moment when, let's say, you turn the drone and you need to pull it, in that moment that C number will be important, because in that moment you will know that higher the number, the bigger the power will be when it will be pulling. So, but I'm telling you, I've been flying with, let's say, in this case with 6S batteries for my 5 inches. I've been flying Tattoo 150C and Tattoo 100C. I don't feel so much difference. Okay, I'm not some kind of freestyle guru or whatsoever, but the C number will not, it shouldn't be so important. Okay, and the third thing is milliampere hours. So in this case, the biggest number you can see on the batteries, 1500, 1300, 850, 650, 450. These are 1S batteries. So that basically is the number. Higher the number, the longer will be the flight time. So let's say in this case, I have two 6S batteries, okay? Two. 1500 and 1300. This should be flying longer because it's logically more milliampere hours. But this specific one have 150C. As you remember from before, 150C, that means that output power is way more than, let's say, this, which is 1300 with 100C. Flight time wise, even though they are exactly the same, they are more or less the same flight time as a 7-8 minutes, 6 minutes depending, 5 minutes depending how you fly. But this 1300, it's lower milliampere hours, but it have 100C. That means that the output power taken from the battery to the motors is less than this. So by laws of physics or whatsoever, I mean, that's why the flight time is exactly the same. And a lot of people, let's say as well, choosing the batteries depending on the style you are flying and the purpose you are flying. Let's say the same if you see on, I don't know, on 8S of 7 inches, 10 inches, whatsoever, they have huge milliamperes, like 3,000, 4,000, 7,000 milliamperes, but they have like 30C or whatsoever. And there, where is the coming the flight time? Because bigger the milliampere hours and lower the C, longer you will be actually able to fly. And of course, that is not so much for the freestyle or whatsoever. In that case, let's say if your main goal is freestyle, you just want to do the freestyle, then go with higher C. That will give you that feeling, give you that speed and power which you are looking for. If, let's say, your purpose is cinematic flying and you are flying with, let's say, Dead Cat or Cinewhoop or even Tiny Whoop or whatsoever. Tiny Whoop is different story. That is, we are leaving out of the picture. But let's say with Dead Cat, then lower C will be better because the battery will be lighter and it will be able to fly longer. So I think I more or less summed it up, some things, and maybe helped someone to choose the right batteries for the right moment. Because let's say for me, when I started, I didn't know which. I was like, okay, yeah, I need batteries. I will get to 1,300 batteries. And I got like 5 of them. And then I say, okay, there is 1,500. Okay, that is more, so I need more. And then I buy this one, and it flies exactly the same. And then I was like, what the fuck is happening? What kind of sorcery is this? That I'm getting bigger battery, but it's flying the same as this one. So this whole video is not so much for people. I know there is people, so many people who know way more than me about the lipos and everything. And plus, if you are interested in charging them, how to charge them, what chargers I'm using. At the moment, I have 2 of them, and I got one of Onic or something like that. And originally I'm using ISDT, not sponsored or anything. So if you are interested for me to share how I'm using the chargers, how good the chargers is, and so on, leave down in the comments and I will get back to you. So I think I more or less summed it up about the batteries, and I hope that this will help you to choose your first FPV batteries, and you will not be in my shoes when I am getting 1 batteries and then regretting, because they are not cheap. They are not cheap. They are, especially 6S's is around 40 bucks, somewhere there, 40 euros and so on. Of course, the 4S is way cheaper, and 1S is even less than, I don't know, you get 5 batteries for 20 euros or something like that. So these things, anyway. If you like the video, you know what you need to do, like, subscribe, whatsoever. Until next time, and happy flying, bye.